Hello and happy birthday to you, March Aries. Thank you so much for joining me for your Written in the Stars 5-minute forecast for March. This is a super exciting month. My name is Madeline and I'm really excited to tell you kind of what energetic waves you'll be experiencing this month so you can surf them a little better and invite a little more magic into your life every single day. So like I said, really action-packed month. I'm going to try to keep it to 5 minutes or under. I wouldn't expect it. It's a phrase used loosely, okay? But there really are so many things going on this month, the first of which starts right off the bat on March 2nd. So that is when we have an exact angle between two huge planetary power players in the zodiac. Jupiter in your house of partnerships and Uranus in your house of looks and personality. So Jupiter is the planet of abundance and luck and growth, and Uranus is the planet of rebellion, revolution, sudden change, and progress. And so when these two oppose each other, and they're opposing each other in like this push me, pull you of your needs versus the needs of other people, you're getting the chance to really break free and have this radical expansion. So there's been this sense of like stagnation or boredom or like this feeling of things need to level up, things need to grow and expand, and I need to bust out of this rut and grow into something else. That is coming for you beginning on the 2nd, but that is, like I said, a long-term aspect that we'll be feeling these really beneficial results of for months to come. But again, around and on the 2nd, that's going to be some tremendous energy. So you can really look at what events are occurring around that time and notice how they're kind of setting you free, or at least giving you the option to set yourself free. Okay, so it's like you're going to be feeling that need for freedom, that need for evolution, that need to bust out of a rut. And this aspect is really beautiful for breaking that tension. So for those of you who may be in relationships that feel a little bit tight or a little bit clingy, you're really going to bust right out of that. Okay, so here's something else really big happening this month. Venus goes into retrograde from March 6th until April 15th. And this month she'll be going retrograde in that same house of your house of looks and personality. As you can see from my exceptionally well-drawn chart, your first house is really the site of a lot of activity for you this month. So it's really all about how you present yourself, how you come off to others. You're undergoing this big evolution and this re-examination of who you are and whom you present yourself to be, and how that results in your partnerships. Like, are they beneficial? Are they good? Do they feel right? Okay, so when Venus goes retrograde, she really retraces her steps. She's the planet of love, of beauty, of connection, and she reviews what's been beneficial for you and what really hasn't. And in this house of looks and personality, it's like, what do I need to wrap up? What loose ends do I need to tie up when it comes to how I've presented myself? Some of you may be writing resignation letters. Some of you may be stepping back from old roles to step into new ones, again, with that radical expansion. And that would be a very lucky thing for you. So for those of you who might even be like fired or made redundant, or in some other way like let go or feel let down by the lack of an opportunity, please know that there is something else coming for you that is like, it's a better fit for you, okay? Okay, so March 10th, the next big news is that motivated Mars, your ruler, moves out of your house of looks and personality and into your house of money and values. So that's like really great energy for figuring out new ways to make more money. You want to make more, you want to do more, and you're really willing to be more proactive during this time. So this is a good time to go out and look for those opportunities and really recognize what are you good at. Get a little more aggressive with what you're good at and your talents and skills. What makes you feel worthwhile? What is something that you're just like, I'm a natural at this? Some of you might be like, I'm really good at working out. Maybe I should become a personal trainer. Or I'm a really good motivator. Maybe I could coach people. It's like, what do you have to offer of great value? And you can really find a way to get some money for it this month, very literally. Okay, so I also want to, in that vein of making more money, the first step is really to appreciate yourself. So again, it's like, what do you value about yourself? And before you even think about going out and getting money for it, just take a moment to be like, I'm awesome at XYZ, okay? I know that sounds a little full of yourself, but you kind of have to fill your own cup before you can go about filling other people's cups, and that's how you do make more income and shore up some more security in your life, okay? Okay. So the next really, really huge thing, the house of looks and personality. Mercury moves in on, oh my God, no, I'm so sorry. I want to start on the 12th. The 12th. This is really important too. God, there's so much going on this month. Okay, so on the 12th, there will be a full moon here in your house of work and routine. So something is coming to fruition or completion on that day, or there could even be like a minor crisis, because the full moon spotlights things often that we haven't been paying enough attention to, things that have been kind of quietly coalescing and coming to a head, for better or for worse, which is why it can be culmination or a bit of a crisis. And with you, this may be like, I want this new job. I'm going to start this new job, or I'm quitting this old job and this was the end of my 2 weeks notice. I'm out. You could also become more aware of just what your body needs, because this is the house of work and routine. This is the house of like, how much do you eat? What do you eat? Do you drink enough water? Do you get enough sleep? Do you exercise? What are your habits? And do they support your ultimate goals? So you may look in the mirror and be like, wow, I really need to change my nutrition, or I really need to start exercising. Like, I'm done with this. Because again, that culmination, like, nope, I'm done. Or alternatively, it might be like, wow, I just ran my first marathon. I feel amazing. This has been such a long journey and I lost the weight. Whatever it is, it's like around your body, your health, your habits. Some of you may go into remission if you've been unhealthy. So this is a beautiful chance for completion. And if it's not completion and it does feel like a crisis, or like, wow, you're really putting the spotlight on a sensitive area for me, which is all what the moon is all about, well, what is it that needs to be addressed? Better for it to be addressed. And Aries, you're that way anyway. You don't like to sweep things under the rug. You like to go head on. So face, if something goes wrong, what is it that went wrong? How does it make you feel and trigger you? And how can you address it better, okay? So now on to Mercury, who's one of my favorite planets, so of course I can't help talking about him. On the 14th, Mercury, the way that you think and communicate, moves into your house of looks and personality, joining this whole party of Uranus, Venus, everybody, and then the Sun is going to come join a week later. And then a week after that, on the 27th, the night of the 27th, day of the 28th, the new moon enters your sign. And the new moon in Aries is kind of like the astrological new year. It's like the best time of the year to write down your intentions, your goals, to sow some seeds of what you want to cultivate in your life. And particularly for you, Aries, because that's going to fall somewhere around this time, is going to fall your solar return, i.e., you know, astrologers' fancy phrase for your birthday, which is your unique personal new year. So you definitely want to sit down with like a notebook or a vision board, whatever it is, and really make clear what you want to have in your life and make a point of putting it front and center, because this is a really powerful time to, like I said, sow the seeds of creating it. Okay, it's just the beginning. Okay, so when Mercury moves in there, it's like you've got to put your ideas out there, speak, write, share, learn. And then the Sun moves in there and it's just like, boom, now the spotlight is on you. It's your season. It's Aries season. So this is the time of the year when you're really full of power. And when, like I said, the spotlight is on you, you tend to be noticed more by other people, and you tend to be a little more confident and project yourself a little more as well. So that's all working in your favor, especially when it comes to that new job stuff that we were talking about. So for those of you that are looking for something new, you're really showing yourself in a great light right now. So go about and get whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's a job, a relationship. This is a really wonderful time to put yourself front and center to get what you want. Okay. So the last thing that I really want to say, that new moon, that is bringing refreshment and new beginnings. So it's kind of like, drop the baggage, drop the stuff that hasn't worked, and put your focus on the blank canvas and what can be. This is a wonderful time to just reinvent yourself and to be like, okay, well, what would the best version of myself get up and do every day? What time would they wake up? Would they live by a calendar? Would they have a routine? What would be their way of living, and how can I embody that right now, today? You may not have $1 million in the bank by tomorrow, but you'll be a hell of a lot further than if you didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So this is a wonderful chance to become the best version of yourself, Aries. Like, all the potential, all the power right here in your house, in your sign for the majority of the month. So go for it. think it through, you're sharper than usual, you're sunnier and more powerful than usual. Now is a time to make really huge strides in your life. Okay, thank you for watching, Aries. If you'd ever like something a little more in-depth and personal, you could definitely book a personal astrology or tarot reading with me. I've booked my shop below if you would like to check that out. I would love to work with you. I hope you have a fantastic month and that this is really helpful, and I hope to see you in April. Bye-bye, Aries.